Friends, in this video for ithought Advisor, I am going to talk to you on the topic, the opportunity when FIIs sell. We have been seeing persistent selling from the FIIs. They are selling companies where they have significant shareholding. If you notice, where FIIs hold a lot of shares with conviction, they tend to have a very high weightage of ownership in the company. They make a material difference to the valuation of the company. They keep on buying, and it's more of a crowd behavior. This is also attributed to the presence of such companies in the MSCI or whatever is the benchmark which the FII has to outperform for his investors. Effectively, we are seeing concentrated ownership, crowding and high conviction in a small set of companies. So when they start selling, it's a negation of that conviction or some other external reason for which they are going to sell. It does not mean the company is not worth investing into. It means that the FII circumstances have changed and they are going to cash out. And when they want to cash out, they'll cash out of almost all the companies they own. And it is no more an assessment of an individual company. It's more a market exposure related decision that an FII may be making. And once he decides that he's going to take out money from India, he's going to sell almost all his holdings or anything which he can sell. Effectively, this creates a situation where some of the companies which normally an investor would not sell would also get aggressively sold by the FII. This is an opportunity for the domestic investor. So we as committed Indian investors can look at these opportunities and see which one of these suits our investment needs. It does not mean that you blindly buy whatever FIIs sell. It means that you look at what are all the companies which FIIs are selling, look at what you like within that sell list and decide at what valuation you want to buy those companies, or try and figure out how you will buy those companies as they fall. And once you have put a method to what you want to do, then you move forward and act on specific companies. It's important to focus on the companies, on your investment expectations, on your valuation metrics, and what is your comfort zone to invest in these individual companies. So it's a very company specific thing, it's a very investor centric thing, and it's up to us to make use of this garden sale by the FIIs. We are going to see selling persist for much longer than we anticipated. We are going to see much more volatility in the coming days, but it is up to us to understand what is a good level to buy a company, set that expectation, decide how much we would invest at each level and make use of this persistent selling, because on any given day, if there are only sellers and there are not enough buyers, or if the buyers are just holding back for some time, there would be a window where you will get a stock much cheaper than what you are comfortable with, and it is up to you to capitalize on that valuation. At that moment, you cannot start looking at the sentiment and trying to see whether it will come to a lower level. I've seen a lot of people being very undecided and trying to hedge their horses too much. What they would do is that they would set a level to buy a stock. When that level is reached, then they again reset that level and end up not buying that stock. So when you do these resets, you are becoming more fickle and fidgety about making your investment. You end up not making that investment. This is something which we should avoid in times like these, because as long as the selling lasts, then we are going to have that buying window. Once the selling abates or even goes away, then you are going to see the valuations once again stabilize and settle at a different level. At that point, we would not feel like buying because we would get anchored to the lower prices which we have seen in the interim period. So act when prices go lower, act at every lower price level, build your investment position gradually if you are convinced in these companies which the FIIs are selling. Don't blindly buy what FIIs sell, be very company specific and bottom up. That is my advice to you on how you can make the most out of FII selling. Thank you very much for watching this video.